Welcome everybody to the Dr. Norbert and the Huggy Bear Show. This is Dr. Norbert streaming to you from London live, along with my dear friend and regular co-host, the Huggy Bear. Hello, Huggy.
Hello, Norbert. Great to be back in the saddle. And this should be an interesting one.
Yeah, very interesting. Tonight we have Gil from Denmark, who is one of the most traveled players of MCP out there right now. He is undefeated in the league, so he is going through regardless, but he is invading Swedish land masses with his Viking longboat and is invading the realm of Nibe. Nicholas Bergmark from Sweden. He is actually 4-1, so he must win this one if he wants to get into the elimination rounds. So before we get into our regular chats and things, let us very quickly, because the players are eager to go, let's quickly take a look at these rosters. So on the, which side is this? The red side? Yeah, red side. So this would be Gil's roster. He has got, oops, big pardon. He's got
the X-Men.
Beast, Dr. Voodoo, Domino, Logan, Magic, X-23, Toad, Storm, Rogue, and Mystique. And he's playing Deadly Meteors, Mutant Madmen, Portals, Overrun, Spider People. Then Paranoia pummels Populace, Scrolls, and Struggle for the Cube. Going over to the Swedish side of the ocean, or sea, I should say. Nibe is bringing Dr. Voodoo, Dr. Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, so Sexy Strange. Dr. Strange, OG Strange. Baron Mordo, Ancient One, Magic, Red Skull, Master of Hydra, Thanos with, yes, it's Senior Thanos in the house.
Senior Thanos.
Get out your cucarachas. Or carachas, I should say. Toad and Wong, and his crises are Montesi, Scrolls, Fear Grips, Superpowered Scoundrels, Mayor Fisk, and Intrusions. And let me tell the boys they can get going.
Fantastic.
Okay, hold on. You can start. Brilliant. Thank you. Welcome everybody to the chat as well. Good to see you all. Please let us know if the sound levels are okay as we go and take a look at who developed the board for us tonight and the guys get their game started. Tonight's board is brought to us, which looks very interesting. Cosmic Downtown from good old Pat. Good old Pat, but I haven't seen this one, I don't think, before, so...
No, it looks new and shiny.
Yeah, he did, I think, make one or two new ones in time for Season 10, so let's see what he's, filthy board he's put together. That was the priority roll that was just made, and it looks like Nibe has won it. So Nibe's won it. Let's see what they decide to do with those results. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the board. We've got size 4 Subway here. Good old Pat. 2 size 4s. Of course, it's a Pat board without size 4. What would it be if not a Pat board? Size 3 off to the sides. Not too heavy on the terrain today.
No, and that is, well, neither side actually have a ton of throws. I don't think, I'm not sure, maybe it's only, I can only remember Voodoo on Nibe's side having a throw, and then on the X-Men side, he also had Voodoo and Beast, I believe, but not much else, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that a lot of that terrain will be seeing the game through, unmoved.
Cool. All right, Crises got chosen. I didn't get to see who picked which, but let's see what they got. They've brought Struggle for the Cubes. And Intrusions. Nice. Good to see some teleporting shenanigans. I'm just getting a text in from the boys, so let's see what the news was, who chose what and what threat it was. And then we can get going on the chats. So Nibe got priority and chose Secures. Thank you.
Yep.
And then we'll see about...
You don't want to give X-Men those pay-to-flips.
Yeah, that I did that all last weekend when I was in Madrid playing in the team tournament and the singles tournament, which I'm sure we'll get to in a moment. But I played X-Men twice, maybe 3 times, and every time I said I didn't bother. I just said no to the Secures. The internet says no. Is it really that bad, the pay to flips? Tell everybody at home why the pay to flips are so strong for X-Men.
I mean, I'd say it depends on your extract as well, but the thing is that a lot of given the crisis changes, some of the real slow extracts disappeared, and there were added some even quicker ones than ones we've seen before, such as senators, and then there was scrolls, and yeah, some of the regular 5 scoring ones are still in there. So in general, you could say that there are, on average, more points in extracts than there used to be. So extracts have become slightly more important than they used to be, and consequently, the secures slightly less. But X-Men can create such a heavy advantage on the pay to flips, both due to their excellent card first class, which allows them to just spam interacts the first round, and also the storm jump, which allows them to get around real easily. So if they can combine that with a quite fast extract, which they're also really good at grabbing, given the shenanigans they have in between the storm jump, to me, my X-Men card, and sometimes they also threaten with their own mystique to punish any opponent that dares to come up and try to grab some extracts for themselves. So they are really powerfully geared to taking a big VP lead round one. And then, coincidentally, they're really good at holding that, given the Storm leadership that gives everyone cover outside of 2. So they just run around, score points, flip the pay to flips. They don't need to stay in place. They can just rotate around the board, and they become really, really hard to get a hold of. And that is why you don't want X-Men to be playing pay to flips. You want them to be forced to stay put and score some good old regular contest secures.
Okay,
so you can go there and beat them down.
So it's a bit about their card giving them a very good early lead, and the hops letting them get around to flipping a lot of different scenarios.
Yeah, and there's also a bit of timing involved here, because given the fact that first class allows them to flip stuff for free, that also means that they can conserve their power-up power for the next round, and that often employs some key superpowers for round 2 to even further their ambitions, like the Beast's Throw and slightly longer places on Magic and Charge on Rogue. All that stuff really enables them. So they're not, whereas the opponent is often, if the opponent is not X-Men or Mystique Brotherhood, is going to fall behind in the power race, so to speak.
All right. And do they prefer a configuration?
I've seen a ton of different configurations, actually. So I think there are multiple ways to run X-Men.
I beg your pardon. I meant map configurations, B, D.
Oh. D, I think, is great for them. Their favorite crisis is certainly Spider Portals. But Mutant Madman is also good, as well as Swords. Where Swords might be the worst out of the pay to flips for them, because that still forces them to be quite centrally, stay quite centrally on the board, which sort of opens up for the opponent to turn the game into a fist fight, which is what the X-Men don't want to happen generally.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you so much. I hope that's helpful to everybody learning about how to manage the X-Men situation. As a reminder, we are in week 6 of the Season X League of the MCP TTS League, which means it's the last league of regular play. So we will be taking a week off next week as we restart the league for the elimination rounds and also for the Beta Splendens. So Beta Splendens is open to everybody. It's kind of a fun week, a 4-week league where you can just play some games. So if you missed the beginning of Season X, you can play in the Beta Splendens version of Season X as the elimination rounds will happen. Elimination rounds will take 5 rounds. And Beta Splendens is only 4 rounds, but as I said, we have next week off. So Gil has elected to take Rogue, Mystique, Beast, Logan, and Storm. And he's brought, Children of the Atom. Whoa. To me, my X-Men, exceptional healing, deception, and fallback. So Children of the
Yep.
Atom, outlier there. Just to remind everybody, an X-Men character can play the card, remove all special conditions from the character, and it gains a power for each condition removed this way. I haven't seen this before. Is this becoming more common?
It's, I think you see it sometimes, and sometimes you don't. I think it's a underrated card. Although the competition is very stiff in between cards. So Strange and Mordo can hand out some nasty conditions. Strange can put poison on people, and Mordo can do a hex, I believe. Perhaps also incinerate with his spender and poison. So, and he can also spread those conditions around with his Soul Barb superpower, I think. Spreads a condition to every enemy model within 2 of an enemy model that has a condition on it.
Right.
So I suppose that's what he wants to counter with that card in particular.
I'm going to come back to you about that. Let's just get this the roster out of the way. We have Sexy Strange, Dr. Voodoo, Hydra, Red Skull, so Red Skull 2, and Baron Mordo. They've brought the, you'll have to explain all these cards to everybody. Plane of Poldank, Mission Objective, that's normal. Ironbound Books, that's normal. Fallback, and Book of Cagliostro, and of course their special affiliation leadership card.
Yep, and we might notice that the side, well, he gets to pick that after the deployment, but I would assume that we will see the Circle of the Cosmos version stay side up.
That's the movement one, is it?
Yes, when a character takes a damage from an enemy effect, they get to place within one of their current position, which is a very powerful and good leadership.
Right. To help everybody orient them on the crises, we have the portals here. So the secures here at the bottom, in the middle, which is being hidden right now, and the top one. And remember, if you roll correctly, you can teleport between them. If you roll incorrectly, your opponent teleports you between them. And then we have Struggle for the Cubes, which is the classic one from the box, the core box. And that's here on the left. It's sort of in the middle. Also on the right, sort of in the middle. And then one dead center. So 5 cubes here, which is what I think X-Men like. Lots of cubes.
Is the big terrain piece in the middle size 4?
This is size 4.
Yes.
Yep.
That might be impactful.
Oh, yeah? What's on your mind?
Because since there are no size 4 characters on the table, no one is able to draw line of sight through it.
Right.
And no one is able to throw it or destroy it. Rogue is, never mind. But there's a, I'm not sure if Rogue wants to get rid of that, because in generally the convocation side here is more about the ranged attacks than the X-Men team is. So it's in the X-Men's interest to keep some obscurity between themselves and the powerful wizards.
Right.
When I look at Nibe's team, I see a team that is all about murder. Very classic setup with Strange, Voodoo, Mordo, and a powerful 5 beat stick.
Yeah.
In this case, Red Skull, who just synergizes so well with Convocation's kit. Not only does he take extra attack dice very well from Mordo with his Rage of Citrak, that I can't remember the name. The add 2 attack dice and take 1 damage. The budget Thanos superpower.
Yeah, right.
And also Doctor Strange takes that very well. But Red Skull also has his alternating defenses. He's a 4-2-2, but he can choose to have +3 defense of either energy or mystic.
Yep.
And in this particular matchup, I'd say he will always be mystic, because that synergizes very well with the card Ironbound Books of Shumagorath. And also, and this is the biggest part.
Okay.
he has a grunt. He has a grunt that can score secure objectives, but there is also a grunt that can commit suicide with an action.
Right.
It does a powerful attack and then it disappears. That means that one of his characters gets KO'd, and that recycles the Ironbound Books card.
Yeah.
So that card will most likely, from turn 2, be online for the entire game.
Yeah. Crazy.
Unless Red Skull goes down. Yeah.
That was the old trick with Elektra, but it sounds like Hydra might be even more valuable in this regard than Elektra would be.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Elektra is not her downside is her power generation. It's somewhat lackluster, and she's also rather squishy. Although she has a great mystic builder, but Red Skull just outshines her in every regard there, because he can count blanks. Even though his attack is physical, he can pay 2 power to count blanks, and that increases the quality of his dice, his attack dice, so that 6 results out of 8 will be a success, and that also increases the value significantly on Mordo's boosting. However, I'm slightly surprised to see here that Mordo is on the opposite side of the battlefield than Red Skull. So it will at least be a while before we see. Mordo can absolutely grab the southern left cube and move towards the middle of the board to get close to Red Skull, but right now we're seeing Red Skull move to the real extreme left of the or north from our perspective here.
Yeah, let's take let's recap this. So we have Doctor. So I guess Red Skull was all the way at the top, so left flank. Then is Dr. Voodoo hiding behind this thing here is Sexy Strange, and then Mortal all by himself down here. Very interesting. Gil's elected to put Beast down the middle. His left is Storm, followed by Logan, and on the right is Rogue. Is that everybody?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. No. Oh, here we are. Mystique is also in the middle, just a little bit on the left.
And she has Deception, which is why we saw, I believe, Red Skull go first, because he can bring his grunt with him to shut down that deception.
Yeah, it's really funny. He brings his little buddies to help him out from getting deceived by the vixen.
No, don't go there, sir. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Hey, are you enjoying some whiskey?
Of course, Norbert.
Do you like whiskey?
I'm enjoying some whiskey.
Do you want to do your little dance?
Yes. I love scotch. Scotch. Right into my belly.
Me too.
And anyone who can guess the movie where that came from will
win a Huggy Prize.
Oh, we already have a winner.
Yeah,
of course, it's Anchorman, one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah, and it's funny because you were doing your little Scotch evocation just now, Scotch, and who appears immediately is Utility Cookie. Hey,
of
Cookie.
Course.
What kind of whiskey are you drinking tonight? Whiskey. Haha. Utility Cookie. Yeah, it's his middle name now. Whiskey.
Maybe he should change his name to Utility Whiskey.
That'd be amazing. I am drinking some Irish whiskey that I got as a gift. I don't know if you heard last year from the MCP Weekender up in York. Some Irish guys came over, and Tom Dalton was kind enough to give me this bottle here that I'm drinking tonight.
Fantastic. What brand?
It is called Kilbeggan, which I've never had before. Do you know this one?
Ooh. No.
Yeah, me
not
neither.
at all. And I've been on the lookout for some nice Irish whiskies, because I haven't found that many. I was recommended Connemara, which is really good. But other than that, it's more or less Tullamore Dew, and that one's not.
No. Get yourself a bottle of Teelings. Teelings.
Teelings, eh?
Yeah. And they have small batch, which is like their regular brand, which is very nice. But I happen to like the single grain, which uses grains other than barley. Very, very smooth. Lovely. So any of those two, or anything from Teelings in general, try those. Those are fantastic.
Awesome.
But this Kilbeggan is good too. And Cookie's got Smokehead. He loves his really peaty whiskeys. And he's in Scotland. Hot damn. That's amazing, Cookie. Enjoy yourself up there. I hope you're up there
Ooh,
for
you there on business trip?
business or pleasure, Cookie.
Yeah.
And we have a first-time chatter asking me about Munchkin tabletop game. I'm afraid not, sir.
Interestingly, Nibe, even though he had priority, he ceded the middle cube to Gil.
So what happened there? Was it is it a Mystique play and a hop back or hop forward and then come back?
It's an X-Men hop off of Beast's base, which takes Mystique far enough up the board, since she's a long mover, to go up, grab the cube, and retreat. And you see, we here see an extremely cagey first round by the X-Men, simply just grabbing cubes and retreating. I do think he needs to be thinking of scoring at least one of the secures to not fall behind, because that would mean that Nibe can grab himself 5 points versus X-Men's 4 round one, and that is not really the kind of game that X-Men wants to be playing. They want to take an early lead and then stay alive, usually by force of their excellent extract game. Whereas Nibe is obviously intended on turning this into a
murder world.
A murder world, indeed.
So we saw Storm pick up the cube at the bottom right of the screen and move back, just as you said. Mordo has now moved and picked up the bottom left cube. And I think, yeah, what's his name? Red Skull probably picked up the top left cube, no?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay.
So Mordo noticed he received 2 power there. He used his... I can't remember the name, but he has a superpower that allows him to use an action to create 2 power out of nothing.
Right. Cool. Great.
Let me check the name.
I was going back to what I was trying to say earlier. Gil, who lives in Copenhagen, takes advantage of the big bridge over the sea to play games in Malmo pretty regularly. Now,
oh yeah,
is Nibe a Malmo meta person? Because maybe that's
he
why
he is not. He is one of the more prominent players of the Stockholm meta.
Okay.
But in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks to be, or 2.5 weeks to be more exact, we will have a slightly bigger event in Malmo, the Multiverse of Malmo, where at least some people, including Nibe, will be coming over.
Hey,
and coincidentally, Gil as well. So we might see a repeat of this game in real life quite soon. So we're looking at if probably we're looking at around 20 attendees, which
nice.
is great by our standards. So really excited about that.
Yeah, fantastic. What are the events going to be over the course of the weekend?
The intention is to have first a regular Swiss qualifier on the Saturday, 4 games, and then out of that we will create cuts for the second day on the Sunday. The top 8 most likely will form an invitational, as from a well-known format, and then we will divide the rest of the players up into reasonable
scrambles
brackets. Depending on the number of attendees, we will try to make it as fun for everyone as possible.
Perfect. That sounds amazing.
4
really
plus 3 games, no matter what.
Yeah. Lovely. That's what you want. All right, brilliant. So that's Voodoo going to contest the center point. That leaves just Sexy Strange to go. We've got Logan and Rogue left. So caginess time is over. Now it's starting to get real for both players.
Yep. Logan is not in a position to attack anyone out on his flank.
Yeah. Likely to stay by himself on that flank if he wants to take advantage of his superpower that lets him re-roll dice, right?
Him and Rogue are the two tankiest characters on the X-Men side of the board.
Mm-hmm.
So he would be in a very good position to move up and try to score the southern portal. But I think that is a move we will be seeing last, to not allow Nibe to do some funny stuff with Strange to him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like you predicted, Gil is looking to move Rogue a little bit more.
Yeah. My guess is that she is slightly too far out on the flank to reach the middle point. But he could double move to the northern point, spend 1 power to teleport himself to one of the other points. And either one is pretty fine.
Uh-huh. Yeah, good point.
Except for the fact that if he ends up in the middle, Strange can try and do some damage to Rogue.
So PHP's pointing out that Logan's got particularly bad Mystic defense. He only has 2 dice Mystic. Oh, I just heard a dice roll.
That's true, but he still have 7 stamina, or 6 stamina. Sabertooth is one with the 7 stamina. And he's got the exceptional healing card, so yes, I agree. He has weak Mystic defense, but basically he still needs to be more or less. He still needs to take 5 damage in order to not be able to exceptional heal an attack. And then he also has healing factors, so doing 6 damage reliably is still not that much of a slam dunk, I'd say.
So Rogue moved to the top intrusion portal and rolled to see if she could teleport. She succeeded. I just looked it up. Hits, crits, wilds, and shields all allow you to go to where you want. Otherwise, your opponent gets to place you. And so Gil got the success and decided to go into the middle. So Nibe has now moved Sexy Strange up 1, and we'll see what he does with his second action. Looks like an attack into Rogue.
Yep.
Interesting. I think Gil was just trying to walk there. But why do you think he wants to contest the middle instead of just staying on the top?
Well, because on the top, Gil has 2 characters, so that doesn't gain him any points. Interestingly, Nibe decided not to spend 2 power on Mordo to boost this attack, which sort of confuses me a little bit, but
so he did 1 damage to Rogue, and he just burnt all his power to do something else, which is what? Because you know Convocation very well.
Oh yeah. It's the Scalpel of Strange to teleport himself, place himself within 3, or place another allied character, not even allied, place another character within 3 of its current position. So by doing this, he has now secured control over the middle point.
Gotcha.
So
2 secures go to Nibe, and 1 will go to Gil.
Yep. Rounding things out at 4-4 after round 1.
Yeah, 4-4. Good. While they finish this up, I wanted to mention that I was in Madrid this past weekend, as I've been mentioning. Oh,
tell us all about it.
It was so fun. We got to see the Madrid meta, plus lots of people from Barcelona. I'm not sure. Maybe some people from the south of Spain came up. I'm not sure. But there were 2 teams of Italians that came over as well. And one of them invited me into their team because they needed an extra player. And they were just lovely. They were just such nice people. And the Spanish players, of course, were all super welcoming. Facility was easy to get to. I mean, it's very close to the airport. It's about a half-hour taxi ride. And the place was big enough for 60 players, apparently. So plenty of room for, I think we had 24 teams of 5 there on the Saturday. And we played 5 games on Saturday, and then we did 3 more games of singles. So if you didn't make the cuts in the teams on on Saturday, you immediately started playing into a singles tournament that day. And then on Sunday, everybody played in the singles, but the people who were still playing on the teams on Saturday kind of got like 2 buys to kind of even things out as a way to kind of keep you up at the same level. So really nice. And I'm very pleased to say that my team won the tournament.
Oh man, congratulations, Norbert.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well done.
It was so much fun. It was great talking with those guys about our rosters ahead of time and then getting some advice about things. And I got to play some new rosters. I played a Malekith Cabal roster as one part of it. And then the other one was a Shadowlands Daredevil one that I was playing with Ulik for the first time. And,
how do you like him?
Oh my God, it was so good. At least it suits me. I don't know. But man, oh man. Shadowlands Daredevil, Hood, Ulik, and then splashing probably Mystique for the most part was just like a crushing team. Oh man, was it great.
No Rhino?
No. I couldn't fit, because of the team format, I didn't have that option. But really, but I'm swapping him in now for some other stuff because I'm gonna go. I did much better. At least it suits me better to playing the Shadowlands list. So I've kind of doubled down on that with as I evolve the roster to use at Adepticon later in March.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Ulik
so it sounds like you had an awesome time.
I did. And I didn't get salty at my dice. I didn't get salty. I got close in 2 instances, but I held it together. And I told you I brought a little salt shaker with me that I keep next to the dice tray. And I gave my opponents a salt packet as a token. And if they, I said, if you feel I'm getting salty at all, feel free to give me this salt packet back. Is like a kind of a kind of wake up call.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seemed to work because I held it together. I didn't get the salt packet from anybody. And I had a great day, or 2 days. So it was really fun.
Awesome. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Let's see. Somebody
note that we saw the Ironbound books played here as expected.
Okay. So this means they get to use their Mystic Defense against physical attacks.
Yep.
And
now,
I see what happened. Oh, these guys are such professionals. So what's happened is this Sexy Strange managed to successfully portal himself to the bottom where Logan is, who's weak against Mystic, if you recall. And he pointed at Mordo. So I'm assuming Mordo is going to now jazz up the attack dice here.
Yep, for sure. The slightly dangerous part here now is he needs to do 5 damage on the first attack. Because if he doesn't, Logan will survive because of exceptional healing and then retaliate.
Well, but he doesn't have to do it all at once, right? He can do it. Oh no.
But exceptional healing guarantees that the second attack will only do 1 damage.
Right.
So unless he's taken 5, he's not going to go down to 1 damage.
So he's gotten 4 hits so far. 1 save actually.
Don't forget that Strange can re-roll all of his dice should he want to.
Tough call right now because he's got 4 hits and 3 failures. 4 failures, so it's even.
Looks like he elected to. Yeah, that's the sort of worst possible outcome for Nibe. 4 damage to Logan, powering him up, and
does the skull count for Strange? Because
no.
Why did he?
But he's allowed. But he's allowed to re-roll them.
Yeah, but why did he take 4 damage instead of 3? It was 4.
Pierce.
Oh, Pierce. Okay, thanks. This hit was 3 hits into no saves. So I think that should do it, right?
Exceptional healing.
Boom. There it goes. So
like I said.
Yeah.
And now Strange or Mordo might get sad. I would expect Mordo because he's easier to take down and he's holding a cube.
Right. This will be the scalpel though.
Yep. Strange will certainly be messing a bit with Logan, but
get out of my head.
Yeah.
Sexy Strange.
I think that Strange should have taken at least 1 damage there, probably 2, because of get out of my head.
Yeah, that's right. It affects everybody.
I'm not sure if it's only. I think it affects everybody. So
let's take a look. But I think you're right. Where's Darren? Darren, get in there. First time a character is damaged by enemy mystic attack each turn after the attacker
Okay, first
resolves
time.
other allied characters within
Okay.
3. Yeah. So
I thought it was all characters.
all good.
Would have made more sense somehow.
Yeah, I would have thought so too. All characters. Why why would he be he's
Waving around his claws
yeah.
violently.
All right, so Gil's activating Rogue into Dr. Voodoo. Let's see how he does.
Yep.
Voodoo has a really good defense dice when he has his brother Daniel token.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 hits. 4 hits. I'm not sure if she has
no blocks.
no blocks. Yikes. Oof.
Obviously, he elected to make the strike energy because otherwise Voodoo would have been rolling 6 defense dice.
Oh, it only helps. Wait. Oh, because it's right, because Ironbound Books is up. Right.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. And why is Voodoo being moved now? Is this part of
the Convocation leadership?
Ah, yes. Thank you. Cool. So he moves out of the way a little bit.
Thing of note is that Nibe does not have Brace for Impact in his roster because of Senor Thanos' presence. Not on the board, though. But that is really dangerous against teams that have a bunch of throws because the physical defenses of the Convocation characters is crap, to be honest. And now, I think we can expect to see Rogue put that size 4 into poor Voodoo.
Right, so she's going to use her second action to move up, still contesting the center secure, and then pick up that, what is this thing? A vendor shop.
Yep. Cosmic vendor shop.
Toss it at Voodoo, who's sitting on only 2 hit points left.
This is selling its cosmic clothing.
Is he changing? I think he's going to throw it at Mordo instead. Maybe, if it reaches.
Not sure. Maybe this was a charge, the second attack, and he's looking to see if he can get Mordo down with an attack first, and then if he manages to take him down, throw the building at Mordo instead. Don't really see the big reason for that because Mordo, Nibe doesn't have a way of throwing that building, and it's not going to kill Mordo if he throws it at him. It's only going to do at max 5 damage, powering him up to do some nasty stuff in his activation.
Oh, was he doing his little mutant absorption thing?
Yes.
Yeah, he loves doing that ability.
But more Voodoo should not take. Okay.
It was he did the mutant absorption, which
but you lose power or take damage. I think.
No, it's you lose power until you run out, and then you start losing hit points.
Yeah, but he was loaded on power.
Yeah, in fact, he's still sitting on it 6.
Yeah.
Not sure. Anybody in the chat know what's happened? I thought it was a sap off the builder. Yeah, but he moved, right? So like, how is he? Oh, well, it's not an X-Men hop.
Yeah, because we didn't see any dice rolled.
Oh, it was a lot of dice rolled, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but they were deleted.
Charge. He used the charge. Thank you. He used the charge. That's why he was able to do a second attack.
Normal attack just did the 2 remaining damage without the absorption.
Yep. And then successfully portaled himself north to where
unsuccessfully.
Oh, sorry, unsuccessfully. Yes, it's a blank. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
So Nibe has placed Rogue up at the top.
Yep.
Cool.
And now Red Skull is
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to attack Rogue straight away. 3 hits and 2 saves.
Yeah.
So Voodoo's dazed and away from the center point at this point, and so far Red Skull's had not a great hit into Rogue. And Gil rolled a single die for some reason.
This was not an attack by Red Skull, though. This was the Grunt that goes first. That's why it was 4 dice.
Gotcha. Right. They have to go first.
And I think the attack... Well, he was pointing to Rogue, but maybe then he's changed his mind, because I think it looks like the attack was on Beast here. Maybe, no?
Yeah. Interesting.
No. Beast took a damage from the cube. Never mind. Ignore me. It was... But then Rogue should have taken damage now. Why? Already block
I don't know.
And delete the dice, yeah.
I don't know, but they're talking about something too, because nothing's progressing here. Thank you, Collar Gaming, for helping us out, keeping us sharp. Where are you watching us from, Collar? What whiskey are you drinking tonight? I know it's Scotch, but what kind?
Glenfiddich.
Oh yeah, cool.
One of my favorites.
So Collar Gaming is apparently 2 kilometers away from you. Maybe he's going to come over and have some of your whiskey.
Yeah, I'd say it's more 1.5. It's Anders, one of my locals.
Anders. Hopefully he's going to your big event. When is it? Next weekend? Or?
Oh, for sure. It's on the 18th and 19th of March.
Right. Cool. Okay. Come on, boys. Let's keep going. So yeah, I was on fire this past weekend. It was great.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I do like, I remember.
Was it was 5-man teams, right?
Yeah. 5-man teams.
So what other affiliations were you guys running?
Ooh, that is, X-Men. I can't remember now anymore. You know, a whole week ago. Whew, must have been last millennium. I could probably look it up still. I have to see where it is. I'd have to think. What happened?
Rogue somehow teleported back.
Yeah. And now she's throwing the building into Mordo. She is allowed to do that. So if she failed.
Yeah, I thought we were into Red Skull's activation.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
Really sure what's happening.
Maybe it was Gil said I wanted to keep going, and Nibe jumped the gun on the shooting. I don't know.
Possibly.
Anyhow, he threw the big size 4 thing, so that's 5 hit points into Mordo. Mordo seems to have saved 2 anyway. So he's taken 3 hit points. He's on 4 out of 6, and now Ironbound Books. So Ironbound Books works, or the leadership here triggers off of superpowers too, not just attacks.
Yeah, enemy effects.
Nice one. Hey, Sketchy. Welcome to the show. Cool.
Note though that the Ironbound Books does not affect dodge rolls, only defense rolls. So terrain throws are quite dangerous for convocation.
So we had a team up, so like a doubles event here in London last weekend, which went really well. A lot of fun. I've been working with Gil on our doubles roster for Adepticon, so we've kind of more or less locked it down now.
Yeah, you gotta repeat the feat from last year.
Yeah, we'll see. That was quite a adventure, that game, that tournament. But yeah, and so we've kind of got that locked down, and I have my Shadowlands list kind of locked down for the singles tournament as well. I'll be taking a class on Introduction to Airbrushing, which I've been really trying to figure out if I want to buy one to see. So this was a great opportunity to learn how to use it and see what it does and see if that makes sense for me. And then that's on Thursday, and then on Sunday, I have a blending class. It's a quite long one. I think it's like 4 hours, quite long.
Wow.
But it goes through 3 or 4 different techniques, approaches to blending, which I could use some help on because I start cheating quite a bit when there's lots of open space, really flat open space, not a lot of ridges and things. I get a little... I've been trying all kinds of techniques to try to make that happen because I find that very hard to do. And so I'm looking forward to this class, going through a whole bunch of different techniques and see which ones, how to do them and which ones suit me.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of Adepticon this way in a more broader sense than I did last year. And of course, spending a day browsing through all the different vendors in the vendor hall, like you do.
Ooh,
All right, so
Mordo.
Mordo moved up, and now is going to attack Logan, trying to finish him off. 3 hits, including a crit. Crit rolls into another hit. Nice one. 4 hits into 1 save that polishes off Logan.
Yep.
Logan wasn't holding a cube, though, so he's just going to stand there and try to shake off that daze. Nice one, Mordo. Doing work.
Indeed.
This leaves Beast. Beast now activating and looking to cut down into the fray, leaving Red Skull all by his lonesome.
So currently, I think there is a quite high probability that we will see another 4-4 round.
Which comes down to the nutrition. And if it hadn't been pointed out before, Nibe has fewer characters, and so he should be always getting priority, which is what you want when you're playing attrition.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of the elimination round, correct?
Yes. Sadly, I ended up going 3-3 this season.
Oh.
So yeah, I played around with I played around with 3 different factions and didn't really bond with any of them. So new attempts next season.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what it's all about. Good for you for trying stuff out. Do you want to name the affiliations?
I played Shield, which, well, bonding is of course I bonded with Shield. It's one of my main affiliations. But then I revisited some Wakanda, feeling nostalgic. And I dabbled a bit with Steve Avengers.
Oh, okay. With Hulk?
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun times. All right.
But yeah, I need way more practice to make Steve sing. So I might try Sam for a bit and see how that works. So we'll see what I will be bringing to the multiverse.
Yeah. So you haven't decided yet. Nice.
Oh no. This I think this game, at least in my opinion, it's not at all about grinding the same thing over and over in order to get progress. Which was more of the type of strategy you associated with games like War Machine, where you really needed to where every faction was really specific, so you couldn't really be good at the game in general. You were good at playing a certain faction, more or less, and then some specific matchups to go with that. But here, I think it's way more of a. I mean, if you're good at the game, you can play more or less any affiliation and have success.
Yeah.
Of course, you need like 5 games or so to get in touch with the affiliation you're playing, but it's not about grinding 100 games. I mean, look at Frederick, also from Stockholm, who reached the final of the TTS League a couple of seasons back, and it only played his actual league games, no practice games in between. So this game comes down to a lot more than simply grinding and being good at one thing.
Yeah. Excellent. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so it looks like Storm is moving forward and getting in with 4 of Baron Mordo. Mordo only has 2 hit points left, so there's a good chance that she's going to take him down. Want to say hello to Darren. Darren is Wargaming Dad, and he is one of the TOs in the European bracket. Thank you for all the work that you did this season. Wow, look at this. PHP's not even a real. He's here every stream practically, but he's not even a big tabletop gamer. But he loves this game because of the rules and because of the Marvel IP.
That's awesome. I'm sure the developers would be glad to hear that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Right. So this is Red Skull activating. Looks like he's moving, or the grunts anyway are moving to within 1 of the secure. They are the grunts that are allowed to secures. So he'll get points off of that, and then he's probably going to try to portal Red Skull over somewhere, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I was under the impression that he was going to try and suicide the grunts.
Oh, to get the books back. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps not. When this round ends, I got to show you my new travel case that I got for MCP. I'm so happy with it. I took it to Madrid, and now I've improved the way I've packed it so that it's all set for Adepticon, so like long trips.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I have to pull it out, but let's wait for the end of this round. Right. So then PHP, once the grunts activate, though, they're done. They can't keep going. So if he's moved Red Skull now, he's done. And so Red Skull successfully... No, did he fail the portal or did he make the portal? I'm not sure what he rolled. But in any case, he's in the center portal now. That leaves Mystique.
Like he didn't even try.
Yeah, maybe just moved there. Yeah. There's nobody to attack. Well, he could attack Rogue, right? Or she... no, she only has 1 hit point. That'd have been hard. Mystique now is going to try to polish off Mordo if she can reach, but it doesn't look like she can.
No. Not sure if he's used his X-Men jump yet this round, but Mystique is holding a cube, which disqualifies her from using that.
Ah, right. Okay, cool. That's what Collar just mentioned. There's another Huggy Bear in the house. There's Huggy GB. Is he... Is he a relative?
Not that I'm aware of.
You sure? Maybe he's that son.
But love that name.
Huggy GB. Huggy GB, where are you located right now? Tell us, where did that name come from? We love it. I'll have to get him on sometime, maybe as a co-host.
Belgian Huggy.
Belgian Huggy.
Awesome. I imagine there being a Huggy in every nation.
But it's so confusing. He should be Huggy BE.
There's
for Belgium.
There's a yeah for sure. Perhaps there's a short for Belgium in some other language that turns into GB. I don't know.
Greater Belgium.
Guild Ball.
Guild Ball. Right. Ah, not good, Huggy. Go for Huggy BE.
Does that mean I need to change to Huggy SW?
SE.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mystique decided to move forward to the center, and she is going to put a few shots into Hydra, Red Skull. She, doesn't do well, and nor does she get the trigger, so that was a big womp womp. Sad trombone. Yeah, Huggy GB, you need to switch your name for sure. Right, so that ends the turn. You go ahead and tell everybody what's going to happen with the points, and I'll get my bag.
We're seeing 4-4 again. So I'm not sure why Gil only scored 3 here, because he's holding... Nah, sorry. It's 4-3 to Nibe because the middle point is contested by Red Skull, obviously. So
makes sense.
He could have decepted him off there, but he decided not to.
All right, so here's my bag. It's a Pack 160, brand new design from the Battlefilm folks. I'll show the bottom real quick. It's got nice little feet to it, but also has these 2 straps. So you could undo the Velcro straps and slide a rolled up mat underneath it. So you could carry a mat with you. Yeah.
Love it.
So it's got a little carry handle that you can adjust the size on. And it's got a normal handle like this. Then it's got a pocket in the back here, kind of, that I'm going to put my cards into, the character cards, right?
Is it specially designed for MCP?
I don't think so, but it's designed specially for these size games. They're meant for it's meant for like skirmish type games, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And then it's got these 2 pockets here on the sides. There's one on each side like this. So I have my tape measure. Oh, and look what I bought, Huggy. I bought this little plastic card case for the playing cards. Isn't that nice? I found that on Amazon, so I bought that. And then I won this. Look at this. I won this in Madrid, and I'll tell you who sells it, but it's a Spanish guy. And it's as you can see, it fits. It's a little thing that fits just into the little pocket, and it's a little case for all the tokens.
Oh.
See? I don't want to tip it over. But
Yeah.
do you see all the tokens?
I've seen those on various websites. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, the guy who makes it, I think it's called Little Feet or something like that. He's got an Etsy store. They were showing it to me. It is Etsy, and it's called Free Feet, as in like freedom, Free Feet Games. And he sells this, and it's just, I saw it there, and I won it as well, which is pretty awesome. But look how tiny it is, and it fits perfectly in that little pocket. So it's perfect for me to travel with. And then the front here is another pocket where I have all the tools in it, you know, the measuring tools, and then a little pocket in the front here that I put all the dice in like a little Ziploc bag. And then when you open the main thing, it's got a metal case on with slider trays. So I've magnetized all the cards, the models, and just pop them in there. And I have enough in there for 2 rosters. It was just 1 tray. And I bought, great. You know what else I bought? I'll just open this. I bought, hang on. Let's see if I can do this without destroying my case. So, can you see the models?
Not really.
Which way do I got to move this?
It's a bit, yeah, I can see it, but it's a bit dark.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but you see how it works. And then in here, where my finger is, there's a flat a felt tray that I can snap together, and it becomes a dice tray to throw my dice in. Yeah. So everything you need to play, plus the models, all in that tiny little case that I can easily take in my bicycle basket or on an airplane.
Fantastic. Now Strange is trying to kill Wolverine.
Oh, is he? Okay. Oh, that's nice. Somebody asked about the thing. Yes, it's Free Feet Games and Etsy. So I'll tell you. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, God. Oh, God. 4 crits and 2 hits. Yikes.
And, yep. That's a KO'd Wolverine right there.
Wow. Who did that job? Who did the dirty? Sexy Strange.
Sexy Strange. Still no points for that. But getting Logan out of the way is certainly convenient.
Yeah, he's one of their bruisers, so.
Yep, for sure. He did 0 attacks this game.
Mid-Table Obscurity has a KR case he's using for his models, but how are you transporting all of your accessories and things? That's the part I always find of interest. You know, it's always interesting to see how people take their models, obviously. But I'm a big fan of the magnetized models now. It's much easier, especially with these little games. So very happy with my case. What are you taking your stuff around with?
I have recycled my old War Machine bag. So still using that.
Which one is it, though?
The full-size one. The one everyone was rocking.
Was it Battle Foam or KR?
Battle Foam, yeah.
Battle Foam. Okay, yeah, the big War Machine bag.
Because I not only do I carry my models, I also carry a bunch of terrain. At least enough for setting up one board.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah. I have a bigger case, too. I have the Pack 432 case, which is similar to the War Machine bag's size. And, yeah, it's got enough there. I can take 2 tables worth of terrain in there, plus my models, plus a few accessories.
We have just witnessed what could be a decisive activation here. Sexy Strange simply annihilating 2 characters in one activation.
Yeah, who was the other one? Was it Storm?
Storm.
Yeah, Storm. Oh god. Yeah. Sexy Strange does this though. I mean,
Yep.
He definitely spiked, obviously, but he rolls a lot of dice. And
so the X-Men are gonna have a tough time getting mileage out of this round, and unless they manage to claw back real quickly here, getting in a key daze or a KO on either Red Skull or Voodoo, then I think there is a great risk for Gil that we will be seeing Nibe score so many points this round that Gil is unable to catch him.
Huggy changed his handle to Huggy MCP. Right on, Huggy. Good to see that. Love it.
Good on you. Yeah. I'm still the Huggy Bear.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mid-table security.
Which is not a nick that I picked for myself.
Oh, it's not?
No. It was they used to when I was a student. There was this in the big university cities of Sweden. We have something called nations. It's kind of like sororities, but not really. You don't necessarily live together and stuff, but you have parties and you have emblems and different clubs and things like that.
Right.
And there were some people there that used to call me Huggy Bear after Snoop Dogg's character in Starsky and Hutch.
I thought that might have been where it came from. Yeah. I'll have you know. Okay, this is, not so great to admit, but I watched the original Starsky and Hutch on television live. So the original Huggy Bear.
Who played the Huggy Bear in that one?
I don't know. It was a black guy with a always used to have like a pimp outfit on. Like I remember having a red kind of cap at one point, red leather cap, which was kind of funny. Huggy MCP got his name as Huggy the Bear, but then from his fellow wargamers.
All right.
Funny. I thought it might have come your name from like Hugo somehow.
Well, technically it did.
Okay.
There are very few similarities between me and the character Huggy Bear, other than the fact that our names start with HUG. But I suppose that sometimes that's enough.
That's enough sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're having a good time on campus.
Yeah.
So this is Rogue activating. Gil's activating Rogue. And I think she just did her mutant absorption into Red Skull.
I think it was an attack because
did he?
Red Skull took damage but still has a ton of power.
Okay. Yep. Maybe she spent a builder or something. And he's using his affiliation ability to move a little bit further away from Rogue.
I just noticed that Plane of Poldark was flipped.
Okay, so tell us about that.
It's basically Dark Rain for mystic attacks.
Okay.
A convocation character can pay 3 power and choose 1 enemy character, and for the rest of the round, mystic attacks against that character can reroll any number of attack dice, which is very, very powerful.
Right. Voodoo just gained a bit of power. Not sure. Maybe because he took a damage.
Maybe he was Red Skull was thrown into him, and that was a dodge roll. So maybe Plane of Poldark was played previously, but he forgot to flip it and then remembered and flipped it now.
plane was used on Logan.
Right.
That's what did it. Let's see. Somebody just threw a token down, but I heard it, but I'm not sure where it is. Okay. And where's Rogue now? Oh, she teleported up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Straker saying that the leadership flipped to the other side, so he's getting to re-roll defense dice. Let's see.
Yeah, on one defense die on unactivated characters.
Where did he put? Where's the card? I wanted to show it to everybody.
He's put it on OG's on Sexy Strange to mark that he is the leader, I suppose.
There it is. Okay, cool. Right. So when an allied character makes a mystic attack against a character without an activated token, it may re-roll one of its attack dice. When an allied character without an activated token makes a defense roll, it may re-roll one of its defense dice. Okay, cool. Got it. So Rogue finished by doing what? A bit of damage to Red Skull, maybe also to Voodoo, and then teleported up to where the Hydra Troopers are on the top of the screen.
Yep.
Mid-table obscurity is going to Adepticon, and he's worried that we're going to get paired the first round. That would be pretty funny. It's true. Wow, can they interact, the Hydra Troopers, and get teleported? That's amazing that the grunts can get teleported. Oh, amazing. Amazing.
But they can only interact with secures.
Right. How fun is that? Oh, so what happened to us is that he must have failed, and now he failed a second time. So Gil moved him all the way to the bottom, and now he moved him all the way to the top. Oh, man, I've had that happen to me so many times. I can't even tell you.
Yep. At least they didn't have to pay power for it. So Gil needs to get a lot of work out of Mystique and Beast here. Deception is still available, but Nibe is keeping his characters close together.
Oh, of course. I forgot he's suffering under that kind of restriction where he's got to try to keep people together. Yeah. That's why I try to go after her so quickly if I can.
Oof. Red Skull. If he dazes Mystique here, then only Beast remains for Gil to activate. Also, Mystique is holding a cube. Oh, I wonder if he paid for... that is a great block, though. So, looks like she'll be left alive.
Nice. Huggy, did you know you became an internet sensation about 2 weeks ago?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just before the MCP Weekender in York when we streamed that game where you had that unfortunate turn of a phrase that you didn't realize meant something in English. That was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That one, but...
Yeah. What?
What misunderstanding?
maybe you don't even realize that. Some people were telling me that you probably didn't even realize why I was losing my mind over it because you didn't realize what it was saying. It was when you said Rocket was using his hard-on enforcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's...
Okay, so you
isn't that the actual name?
No, you don't do this again to me, you rep bastard. You're just pulling my leg. No. First of all, it's Hadron Enforcer, number one. And secondly, a hard-on enforcer. A hard-on means something entirely different in English slang.
I am fully aware what a hard-on is.
Okay, well... The internet was on fire. It was so good. And so
And
the
apparently Rocket is enforcing it with his gun.
So I linked to everybody that cute little tray that I bought for my tokens. It's in the chat. If you message me on Discord at dr_Norbert, I will send it to you as well. Right. So who Red Skull got stunned by whom?
Yep.
Oh, Mystique.
Mystique Spender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mystique Spender. Cool. Cool. Stunned as sitting on 4 out of 7 hit points.
Yep. So currently, Gil is looking at 2 points, which is far from enough if he wants to keep up the pace.
Yeah, he's not really doing enough work into Red Skull. Red Skull's been bossing it in the middle.
Yep. And we'll see if Red Skull is out. Not sure.
What does he want to try to do?
What?
Shoot? Because did he move once already? I don't think so.
If he played, because he recently flipped fallback.
Oh.
If he did, he's not allowed to because of Mystique's shapeshifter.
Oh, yes. One of the greatest abilities of all time.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Oh, Darren! Darren! Get in there.
Can't play cards during Mystique's activation.
Reactive cards, anyway.
Mm.
If only he had a hard-on enforcer.
Yeah. Then he would have had range 5.
Exactly. So I learned something new today. There's a thing there's 2 or 3 islands in the Seychelles, which is off the southeastern part of Africa, I believe, that have a certain type of palm tree called a coco de mer. Have you heard about these? It's got apparently the biggest seed of all plants worlds. It's like 30 kilos that these seeds weigh. Okay? Right. Now, the trees come in 2 kinds. There's male trees and female trees. I kid you not, the male tree has this big, long thing that looks exactly like a thick penis with a nice little curve to it where all the pollen is made and comes off of, right? The female plant makes these seeds that look literally like, from the one side, looks like you took a woman from her belly button down to like the top of her legs. So you see like the little belly and her privates and a bit of the legs. And if you turn that seed over, it's shaped differently to have just 2 round things on each side that look like buttocks and a little round asshole in the middle. Okay? Go look it up.
Right.
Coco de mer. So coconut of the sea in French. And it's like a farce.
That sounds like some kind of a adult actress's name or something.
Yeah, possibly. And these trees would reflect that.
Apparently, Red Skull was dazed now.
Oh, finally. Was that from the Mystique attacks?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's good for Gil. Gil needed some wins this turn because he wasn't.
For sure. Mystique will, however, daze in the cleanup phase because she's holding 2 cubes now.
Sometimes you got to do it though.
Yep. Mutant's got to do what a mutant's got to do.
And he's still got Deception. Hasn't used it yet.
Although, do you know who's standing slightly to the left of Red Skull?
Voodoo. Oh, he's gonna make her. He's gonna just make her drop the tokens.
Yep.
Voodoo Hoodoo. Did you watch Willow, the original film?
I did not. Oh. That's still on my bucket list.
Yeah, man, you need to. I don't know. I've heard mixed things, mostly bad, about the new Willow, but the first film was, okay, it's from the 80s. You got to give it a little bit of slack, but yeah, it's good story.
80s fantasy movies were maybe not what they are now.
But that's all we had, so we loved them.
Yeah, sure. I do like Conan the Barbarian though, but that one's from the 70s, right?
No. Also
Is
from
it?
the 80s. Yeah, early
Right.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
The man Conan the Barbarian is just brilliant. It's just so
Yeah,
good.
and Conan the Destroyer. I tried to get a hold of that film, the one with Grace Jones.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, also good. But I mean, the first one just blew everybody's mind because it came out of nowhere.
Yes. Speaking of privates.
Okay, so that leaves just Beast left to go, and Nibe has Voodoo and Mordo to go.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's trying to figure out what to do with Voodoo.
I'm having a hard time seeing Beast taking Voodoo out from the way from their current positions. Not sure though. Did he use his X-Men hop? I don't think he did. So maybe Beast has a double tap on Voodoo. A potential double tap. No, Beast cannot jump because he's holding a.
He's holding a cube.
Cube, yeah. So never mind.
You can jump though for people at home. You can jump over Dazed characters, correct?
Yes. Unless you're holding an extract.
Right. Sure. Okay.
Which makes it severely hard for Gil to use his leadership at the moment. At least the offensive half of it.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
I perhaps thought that Mordo would be going first out of these two characters. Then again,
take out Storm because she hasn't activated, but maybe he wants to get a hold of Beast somehow. It looks like he's desperate to get to Beast.
Storm is dazed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, Mystique maybe.
But
he wants the cubes.
Yeah.
He could just go to her and make her drop the cubes and then pick them up.
Yep. But for that, he doesn't need to get that close.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that would not be a bad choice at this point in time, because that would more or less secure a 4-5 points for Nibe this round, leaving Gil with 1, possibly 2 if Beast moves to the middle point.
Mm-hmm.
So then we would be looking at a 13-9.
Ooh.
Which is
not good.
Going into round 4, that's not what you want to see.
No, especially Mordo's sitting on 1 hit point with a cube. That is nuts. I haven't really figured out Gil's game plan. I've kind of get what Nibe's up to.
I think he went very, very cautiously round 1. Maybe he felt that he needed to do that to not get blasted, but I think it kind of.
Oh my God, Nibe is crushing it with the dice rolls today.
Yeah.
God, 4 hits into 1 save. 3, 4, no, 5. He rolled into crit. 5 hits into 1 save. Yikes. PHP, Nibe is playing to get into cuts. Gil is undefeated, so he can lose this one and still get qualified. So yeah, that was weird. So Beast has taken 5 out of 6 hit points with that really nasty attack from Voodoo. I think Voodoo had a move there though, so I think that might be the end of it. Fallback card is being
Fallback.
played. Nice one.
Otherwise, Voodoo could have thrown Mystique into Beast. Oh my god.
Whoa. All right. So they have to just readjust the models here a little bit. And it must have been a push.
I think it's a fallback.
Oh, the fallback. Yeah. Fallback. Which is in advance, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got wall crawler. He could have gone over that thing if he wanted to. That what is this thing? Cosmic cargo. And instead, he's moving down to help out Storm. Now Mordo is still down there though, so Mordo could take him out.
Yeah, Beast can probably daze Mordo and throw Strange off the point.
Love it.
Which would, that's gonna swing around some points, but also give back Prio to Nibe. Niklas.
Go with Nibe. Nibe's good. He gave up on the Nibe, now that he got internet famous. But
yeah,
stick to the Nibe. It's a good
faster to say.
Right. So that who's this stays now? Is this
This is the possession from Voodoo.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he beat up Beast, and then he's just gonna possess. God, Voodoo is still nasty. Everyone who's forgotten about how awful he is, he's still pretty bad.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's got loads of power. He's gonna pick those bad boys up.
Evil Dr. Voodoo.
Nah, maybe he's not gonna pick him up. Interesting. Huh. Joe, thank you for that explanation on your Leet speak. I'm not up on the latest dialect of Leet speak, apparently, but we are watching Gil from Denmark, seeing if he can stay undefeated in the Swiss rounds of Season X. And he is playing against Nibe from Sweden. Nibe has already one loss, so if he loses this game, he won't make the cuts. So he's desperate to win this game. And so far has gotten a bit of an edge. He's got some good dice rolls, and his plan of attrition is working out, whereas the X-Men plan of being cagey and holding back hasn't been so successful. Joe, by the way, one of my friends from the north of England, he's qualified now as well. Congratulations, Joe. Good to see you in the elimination rounds. Voodoo failed a teleportation roll, and so
Voodoo is yo-yoing from one side to the other.
Yeah, those seals. I don't know why. Do you think they're good, like for any particular faction? Because I just find them to be too dangerous to bother, so I never take them as a crisis.
I mean, if you stand on a point and you're fine with going to either of the other two, that is something that can occur quite often. Well, not too rarely, at least. But it's rarely worth it to interact with a middle point, because that means that you go to either side. If you're on a flank, at least you're gonna get closer to the point where you wanted to go. No matter what you roll. And since they removed the take one damage for interacting or teleporting through those, then you can just go crazy, go nuts with the teleports.
Yeah, which is fun. It makes it fun.
Yeah, I'm imagining that scene from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where they're just like teleporting through different multiverses. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
among others, the one where they turn into paint.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see what Beast could do. He's going after Baron Mordo, who has yet to activate, so this is a good choice to take him out of the picture.
Yeah, it's also gonna mean giving
Prio back, which is not good. Yeah, but I mean, scoring. He's desperate to score now. He does it quite handily and drops the cube as a result. This means that Beast is going to move within 1 because of the attack. Next to Mordo, he's going to be contesting the secure and also picking up the cube, all from 1 attack.
And die.
Oh, yeah, oh, gosh.
In the cleanup phase.
Well, there you go. What are you going to do? Again, points are points.
Yep. They certainly are. But in this case, it's actually good because standing with 1 stamina left is way worse than flipping to the injured side as things stand.
Trim the Cat making a good point. Nibe could have used mission objective, but elected not to.
Yeah. Perhaps he forgot.
Was Strange got thrown just now by Beast down to the bottom of the screen. Let me move it down just a tad. There we go. Nice activation from Beast. He can do work. He's very clever.
For sure, he's a workhorse.
Yeah, versatile, and only 3 points. 3-point threat, 3-threat character. Cool. That ends the round. This is round 3 ending, and Joe agrees. Beast is a boss. 3 points, just 3 points. You know, you have to learn how to use him. You know, he's not. He's squishy, but does a lot of fun stuff. Okay, cube damage going around now as they work out all the different cube damages. Remember, though, folks, you still score your points first before you dive to the cubes, if that's what's going to happen. And that leaves Nibe on 12-10 going into round 4. I'm going to suspect...
Yeah, this could certainly have been way worse for Gil.
Yeah. Wait. It did manage...
But it depends on if Nibe can make good use of his prio here. And have some dice luck to go with that.
Okay. They're talking about stuff, not switching the board over just yet. Yeah, Trim is saying, you know, you have to figure out how to deal with the fact that Beast can get teleported unwillingly, let's say, in quotes, with his attacks. But Joe's making a good point that Logan and Rhino use that to their advantage. And so you just got to turn around your gameplay to suit the character. I was using Logan all weekend long last weekend, and it was fantastic. Oh, my God.
I can imagine.
It was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah, it seems like a great character.
Yeah.
Haven't played him too much myself, but he is tasty. They're writing something here?
Yeah, I don't know. What? When? What? Oh, so somebody's texting me. Hang on. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Can we ask a question? Oh, Wargaming Dad. Wargaming Dad is that they're asking you to come into the room, please, if you're there. That's so funny.
Nice.
That's so funny. Rules question. Oh, this is great. Judge! I can't wait. We're going to be at Adepticon soon. And hopefully we can hear a lot that judges. Hey, Chewy, welcome. Welcome, Chewy. Chewy's going to be one of my Adepticon buddies. He's got a big hug incoming from me, along with PHP. PHP's going to get that hug. And yes, Chewy's ready for it. Chewy got a little older. He's 89.1 here. Wow. Man, yeah, he used to be only 89. Now he's like,
wow. So that's like
10 times as much.
700 years.
he's like Adam from the Bible. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you, Chewy. This is going to be great. Plus, some of my friends are coming over from New Jersey, and I'm hauling over Pat and Gil. Both of us are going to be going over. So, PHP's running a disc golf tournament. Well, I don't know, PHP.
Disc golf.
Disc golf. That's Ultimate Frisbee. No, Ultimate Frisbee is more like a football, but with frisbees. Disc golf is where you have to throw the things into like a little basket. It does seem like fun, actually. Okay, Wargaming Dad, they need you in the room, dude. Get into that room. Apparently there's a question. They're calling a judge. Judge! Judge!
I was thinking here that if Strange decides to simply pick up the cubes and run, there isn't a ton. Well, he's only on 3 health though, so it's a bit dangerous to go stand. As long as Beast can get 1 attack on him, he has a decent chance of getting him down. But
Trim the Cat's mentioning deception. The way to get him back. Good point, Trim.
Yep.
Love that. Wargaming Dad, big hero, went in there, settled the matter, and came out of there. That's it. No muss, no fuss. What a hero. Love it.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what Nibe chooses to do here. Will he go first with Voodoo or Red Skull, hoping to KO or daze Mystique here, possibly ending her run in this game if there's no consecutive turn after this? Or will he go with Strange, protecting him from getting dazed and possibly KOing Beast or Storm? He's a bit short on power to do his big stuff, but
sure. Still very possible.
Mm-hmm. Mordo could double move to the corner though, and I don't dislike that play.
All right.
Like someone said, Mystique can decept him in, but Mystique is really, 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 really far away.
Looks like Mordo is trying to see if he can escape Beast's clutches. Yep, sure enough, here he goes. That would be, I think, is it 1 cube or 2 cubes? No, 2 cubes down there. Oof. 2 cubes. Mordo's picking him up. He's on a healthy 0 out of 5 hit points. And there he goes.
I mean, if let's say Mordo double moves here. If Mystique now double moves to decept Mordo in, then Strange can go and do 2 6-dice energy attacks into Beast. And then Gil is looking at 1 energy attack into Mordo, and he has 4 energy defense, 5 hit points. I think he can take it.
Could Storm move in front of Beast, though, now, and then have Beast do the hop off of her?
Yeah, but that's too many activations.
Yeah.
I think
Hey.
that gives Nibe enough time to mess with that plan.
Pat Hunford in the house.
Hey, Pat.
I mentioned him about coming to Adepticon, and there he is. Pat won't give hugs, though. He's very British. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just how it is. I do the hugs for him. Who is this now? Storm into Strange? Chewy, you should try to give Pat a hug. You'll see just how awkward British people can appear. It's quite something, actually. Strange sitting on 1. Didn't quite get the job done on that 1 attack, sadly.
Yeah.
4 hits into 2 saves.
But I like this. I like this line of play because that's gonna buy. That can possibly buy Gil enough time to do that Mystique Deception play.
Yeah.
But he needs 2 consecutive activations to pull that off.
Okay, hold on. 3 hits into 2 crits. Let's see if Nye pulls it off.
Ooh, and this is energy, so
he does it. He does it.
Oh man.
Oh.
But Storm has a throw, but I don't know if he's within a short range.
Oh no, doesn't look like it. Not even into Beast, sadly. I think they're talking about it.
Maybe.
Oh no, he's throwing the. He can throw terrain.
But it's a short range. It looks far, but I don't know. Who am I to?
That seemed really far.
That's not a bad dodge.
Is it two? Is it still 2 crits again?
Yep. Pierce that way.
All right, crits now. He needs to save. Deceive them.
Yeah, I'm not, and I didn't see a measuring gadget, and I'm not entirely sure it's Strange is within
Me
S
neither.
of.
I
But
did
yeah,
not. That was very weird.
yep.
Okay. That's Storm done, knocking out Sexy Strange and taking his cube. I didn't know she could throw terrain. I thought she only threw people.
She can throw both.
Oh, nice. Usually she's hiding in the back and shooting people. That's it.
Indeed. Yeah. But if Nibe can take out Mystique here, he can still, effectively protect Mordo.
So Voodoo's picking up that cube that was on the floor. He's holding 2 now. So that means Nibe is holding 4 out of the 5 cubes. Mordo and Voodoo.
Oh, he's running away.
He's just running away.
Not sure about this.
Oh no. Chewie's like, oh no.
Because now the Mystique, the discussed Mystique play is actually possible. The downside of that move was that Mystique first has to activate, and she won't get any attacks done.
Right.
And then Nibe can activate one of his characters to take out Beast, who is probably the only character that can do enough work into Mordo, thanks to the deception play. But now it looks as though Gil will be able to pull that off, because instead of just killing Mystique, Voodoo decided to run away.
Yeah. People are wondering if Gil even forgot that he's got Deception still online. It's usually used pretty early.
Voodoo is pretty good at killing Mystique.
Yeah.
And he could have moved within 2. He didn't have the power to have a throw, though, so sure. Maybe he would have if he did.
Hey, I did
do 1 attack and do at least 1 damage, and then throw her into a piece of terrain to guarantee the last one.
Yeah.
Probably better than just shooting 2 builders into cover.
Yeah, I don't know. I did a killer play with Mystique over the weekend in Madrid. It was this guy set up Shadowland Daredevil perfectly within 3 of her to attack her next round, and we were on the flank sort of the battle, which was mostly in the middle, and so I did the thing where I moved actually towards him with Mystique, and just overlapped his base a bit, and then played Deception and had him move all the way into Africa on the side of the board, and then she did her long move away back into the center of the battle where all of her buddies were. And it was glorious. All right, that looks pretty far. He's going to have to double move if he's going to do that Deception play on Voodoo. Let's see if it can happen.
Yeah, I think no matter if he goes for Mordo or Voodoo, he needs to double move Mystique. Even if she hops off of Beast, she needs... I don't think she gets within 4 after a place 1 within Beast. So she's not doing any attacks.
Who's easier to take down, Voodoo or Mordo?
Depends on the attack type you have. With physical attacks, I'd probably say Mordo. Voodoo has 1 less stamina, but...
Is he going to try to teleport instead?
That doesn't help a ton, because he still needs to do a move to get within 1 of the portal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's going to roll it. Let's see if he's going to teleport to where he wants. The roll is a failure. Failure.
Good. Bye.
You can't.
But she has tons of power to.
Okay, should give it another go. Should give it another go. All right. I'm sure he's going to do it again. Yep. Here we
Yep.
go. Let's see. The dice gods say.
Which he's already spent one action.
Yes.
So.
All right. This time he's succeeded. All right. He's down. He's down. He's made it.
I mean, he still needs a move to get within deception range. So he could just as well have double moved. Probably gotten within 4. Not spent 2 power.
Maybe he didn't want to risk it. Don't know. All right. He's going to move within 4, and that'll be the end of him.
Mm-hmm.
This is exciting. What a great.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't think this is a great position because Red Skull is probably going to activate now and attack. Well, he has a ton of power, so he's gonna be able to teleport until he ends up next to Beast.
Right. Hey, Fred B in the house. Is Fred B going to be at your weekend event?
I think so.
Nice. What a nice guy. I met his lovely family. I'd love to see them again. They were such a cute little family. Not so little.
Fantastic.
You had 3 kids.
Yep. There's the teleport.
Yep. And the grunts can do it too, Trim. Exactly.
The grunts. Okay.
The grunts can come over.
They fire energy projectiles.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Let's see what they do. Pew pew. Okay. Energy weapons. I think it's 4 dice. 4 dice energy into 2 dice defense.
Yeah. Also, given that measurement, we also saw that Mordo did, in fact, not end up within 3 of Beast. So
3
Beast
hits.
Still needs amazing dice to take down.
3 hits, no saves. That puts Beast on. Oh, he just spent a power. Can he re-roll something? He's re-rolling everything.
Yeah, Beast can spend power to re-roll defense dice.
Ah, nice one. So he got a save out of that.
Up to 3.
And took 2 damage in the end. And Stars and Garters. Thank you, Chewy. And now Miss Red Skull himself is going to go ahead and try to teleport down, I guess. This is going to be hard for Beast to survive. He fails. Red Skull fails. So he's going to go to the top. His power is fine, though.
He has an abundance of power, so...
Here we go. Let's try it again.
If he fails, he simply loses 1 attack.
Shield is okay.
He did not fail.
He did not fail. Yep. Trim, it looks like that he did do the Hydra Assault instead of double tapping.
Yep. Which would give him back Ironbound books. Well...
Yeah, but probably not necessary this round, but yeah, sure.
No.
All right. Red Skull and Baron Mordo is helping. Red Skull, this is going to be...
Since he's been conveniently decepted in close enough to use Ferocity of Sidorak.
Yeah. Oh, no. All right. Let's see what kind of a spike Nibe gets. Oh, God. Very good. 4 hits, including a crit.
No, Norbert. No,
what? Oh, even more. Blanks.
70.
It counts blanks.
80.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. 8 hits. Into 2 saves.
Yeah.
Oh, oof. Ah.
Good night.
Beast. You weren't long for this world. We remember you fondly. Maybe he'll make a nice rug in my living room. People are saying that Red Skull is nuts in convocation. It's just not. It's not even fair.
He synergizes so well with their kit that he's almost a no-brainer.
Nice. He's a wannabe wizard, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That leaves Red Skull to have 1 move left, so he's going to go ahead and move. Sure.
He's the move is a result of a trigger from his attack.
Okay. Yeah. So going to go over towards Storm. And just beat up Storm, try to get her skull cube. Why not?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Collar. It's the trigger off the attack that he gets to move short. Nice. Let's see how this goes down. 4 hits, including 2 crits, or is that the blanks again? So that would be.
I failed to see if he had the power to. He should have had the power to.
Yeah, looks like it. That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is 8 hits again from Red Skull. If you haven't bought Red Skull yet, you may want to consider buying Red Skull after today. And it's a sweet model too. I was using it in Madrid, as a matter of fact, with my Malekith list.
It's true, Caller, that you've been playing a lot of Red Skull, although never, as far as I know, in Convocation.
I have not. I wouldn't dare touch Convocation. There's no way that my little brain could manage Convocation. Everybody's throwing loads of love for Red Skull 2 in the chat. Well, some people are hating him, but that's a form of love. All right. Gil sees some sort of play that Chewie is calling out. I'm not sure.
Yeah, possibly he could move Rogue, teleport, place her within one of that portal, jump off of Mystique, and get one attack into Baron Mordo.
Right. Nice. This is amazing. Gil, let's see if he pulls this off.
If he gets the result he needs on the teleport, because he does not have the power to try again.
Oh, Storm is KO'd. He doesn't have the hop anymore.
No.
Bummer. Okay, no hop. Oh, well.
And also, I think it's not enough if he takes out Mordo here, because Nibe is still scoring 4.
Yeah, but it's all about the style points, Huggy.
Yes, for sure.
Come on, style points. Are they calling it here? Come on, Gil, finish it out at least. I think they did.
Token. Yeah, so
yeah, he's done it. He's done it. Right. So let's go ahead and jump in their channel, and I'll see you over there, Huggy. If you guys have any questions, please do put them in the chat. You guys have been great, especially towards the end of this game when you guys jumped in here. Man, did it get lively. I'm going to disconnect with Huggy and then jump in to talk to the Scandinavian gentleman. Where is he? There you are.
4 vote difference.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Good to see you both. Thank you very much for letting us stream your game. It was really fun to watch you both. I hope you had a good time.
We did, except
Absolutely.
I played a little bit stupid at some points, I think.
Yeah, so congratulations to Nibe. Big win for you because you needed this to continue into the elimination round. So congratulations for qualifying.
Thank you.
This is great. And
Congratulations.
Gil, even though you lost, you still qualify as well. But at least I'm sure you had wanted to try to go undefeated this season.
Yes, I wanted to be the, so we were 2 undefeated. At least, I could share the top spot. But
yeah,
what can you do when
it would have protected you from the play-in round if you were undefeated. So it's a shame that you may have to actually play another game now instead of having a free round off.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So I did actually have something to play for.
Yes, a little bit. But getting into the elimination rounds is the most important thing. So let us start with you, Gil, with this game. We saw your interesting list. Have you been playing X-Men all season, or is this something you particularly chose knowing what Nibe likes to play?
No. I decided this is the list I played the whole way through. I think I've changed... I'm not sure. Maybe I've changed one tactics. No, I changed Crisis. I took Senators off, and I took Daily Meteors off for Sword Base.
Right.
That's the only thing. I've changed 2 of the Crisis to something that worked better for my X-Men.
Okay. So what was your plan of action? You seem to have a really interesting opening KG play. You got the Centrus cube. You got the other 2 cubes. You seem really safe. but we weren't really clear on what your plan was from that point forward.
I think I should have thought more about it with this scenario, because my plan was doing the classic, get the points, go ahead with the 3 secures, and then fight for the extracts, and then fight for 1 or 2 secures, either run up and throw somebody off, and then Wolverine do what he done on the other side. And then I kind of messed it up. I think one of the things I shouldn't have done in the first turn, I should have not picked up the cube with Storm and then let her use to me my X-Men, get Wolverine off the table.
Right.
And yeah, that was a bit. And then I just, I think Nicholas did better on the activation of letting Watu go back, and then he passed the one time he could, which forced my hand. And yeah, I just miscalculated with the grunt securing and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm behind on that one, so I kind of had to go and so at least, okay, we're gonna do 4-4. That's fine. I'm gonna be good position, but he has priority, and he just did really well against Wolverine, and that forced me to bring Mystique and Storm up, and that's the mistake I did in round 1. I should have left. Mystique should have been within range, deception range of the middle portal. So when he went up with Voodoo, I could have deception him down. Even though I don't had anything left to kill him, it would have taken the points, and I would have been up by at least 1 point, maybe 2. And that was, I think, my round 1 mistake, not having done that. I just went, I'm just to run away, but I don't need to run that far away with Storm and Mystique, which meant they came in too late when I needed them, and they couldn't do enough. And yeah, I think that's the big thing.
Were you struggling because you couldn't really take down Red Skull as fast as you might have liked?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a problem when I was going for it, but where he was at the moment, he wasn't a big priority, because I was thinking, okay, he's over there, he can jump. I'm just gonna run sideways, but if you want to jump when he's holding a cube, then he loses the cube, he couldn't pick it up. So he had to move over. I was like, that's fine. Then all he does is going to move from my right side to the center. And then maybe I can deal with him when I get there. I can throw him off. So I was like, he's not the problem. Doctor Strange was the big problem. And then the fact that he got to, I mean, my Logan didn't do 1 attack in this game.
Yes.
He got Dave, he got Kato. And I was like, all he needed, I mean, to be honest, maybe I should have just in the first time when he was hitting him hard, I should have just gone, you know what, I'm going to save his section of healing. You're probably going to take him down. Just kill him. And then the next turn, he wouldn't be able to take him down before I got to attack. And if he had to get to attack on that side against Strange and Mortal, there's a good chance with 2 rerolls and the Tornado Claw. And if he wasn't put too far away, that he could attack both of them.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a...
The issue is before you got into your longboat to row over to Sweden, is you needed to sacrifice properly to the dice gods, and that clearly did not happen.
No, I did. I mean, I had a gaming night tonight, so I went there early, had 1 game, and crushed some Web Warriors, and then I was going to play the second game. I started off well against Shield, and then we went to have some food, but we went for the pizza instead of the kebab, so it took too long, and I had to cancel the second game, start up an intro game, and then run back to here. So I think that kind of screwed up my timing.
You needed to throw 1 slice to the gods. That's what you need to do.
You forget they are the same gods, Norbert. We are Scandinavian, both of us, and we both have our longbows.
That is true. That is true. But you know, the Swedes only pillaged. The Danes actually conquered. So you know, that was.
Well,
I'm not too sure that Mystique and Deception was a better choice than Magic and Journeys of Limbo. Maybe I should have put her in and gone, yeah, because then I could still go and take the center point, just go run up with Beast, take it, and then to me my X-Men out of range and be, yeah, I'm good. And then Magic can go and do magic things against Convocation, which she's fairly good at.
Yeah. Look, Nibe, it seems like your plan was, with the choice of your roster, was violence from the get-go. Is that correct?
Well, violence with the side of control, since Strange does and Voodoo do most everything they want. But yes, violence is always a choice with Convocation.
Yeah, you really impressed everybody in the chat today about how well Red Skull 2 really fits into the Convocation game plan.
Yeah, I like him. He can do good things.
Well, yeah, as we saw. Now, why do you like intrusions? This was your secure, wasn't it?
I don't.
Oh,
I like hype. I usually want to play Thanos, so I don't want low points. So I take high threat scenarios, and there aren't any I like more that are not pay to flips. And since I was guessing I'd play against X-Men, I took my pay to flips out.
Okay. So it wasn't so much a scenario, but the threat level that you're interested in, and
not having pay to flips.
Right. Of course. Gotcha. Okay. So how did this game go compared to how you planned it?
No, since it was against X-Men, which I find very difficult to play against, it was play reactively and hope to kill Logan. So things went well. I got to kill Logan.
Why Logan in particular?
Because when he gets going, I die.
Yeah.
I just die. Yeah. He kills my things, he throws them around, and the pain train never stops.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
With Ironbound Books Infinite?
Even with Ironbound Books Infinite. He will do less damage that way. But also, I prefer not to kill my grunts when I really don't have to, because they score me points. So I might survive, but I'm very afraid of him.
Yeah, but he's dangerous. I mean, when I get to the situation when I can start doing tornado claws with 2 rerolls, I mean, he can do some insane rolls. I had a lucky one where I ended up doing 12 damage on Juggernaut with 1 attack. I rolled 5 crits, and
I never trust my defense dice, so I am afraid even when the books are up.
Yeah, and Strange dies to froze as well, because he just got 3
He dies
dice.
to most things if people concentrate.
That was actually one of my biggest concerns about your team here, that you're actually running Convocation without Brace for Impact.
Yeah, I used Thanos, and I went for Mind Space Thanos for a while, but he lets me down too often without the reality gem. So I decided to, for a few weeks ago, to say fuck it and see what happens. Right. So far, so good.
Apparently.
Huggy, what questions do you have for the players?
There was the brace for impact thing, and I was also curious, what language were you guys speaking during the game? Swedish or Danish?
You know what they spoke in Danelaw after a while, so we went for English. So we went for historically correct.
Good answer.
Anything else, Huggy?
No, I just want to say thank you for the game, and good luck to you both, as you are going to be representing Scandinavia in the cuts.
Thank you.
And then on to the news we are all waiting for, where Gil takes over and talks WTC.
Yes. Yeah. So wait, before you do that, Gil, let me quickly say, first of all, thank you to you both, and thank you everybody who is watching. We will be off next week because there's a bye week for as we get ready for the elimination rounds, and then Huggy and I should be back to start streaming the 5 rounds of the elimination brackets if we can. And both of these fellows here are going to progress into that league. So next we will mention that both of these gentlemen, and actually Huggy Bear too, are going to be at the Malmo Weekender. What's it called? Multiverse
of Malmo.
Multiverse of Malmo. So there'll be a big 2-day tournament. There's still tickets available if you want to go to Malmo on the weekend of the 18th and 19th. In March, so think about that if you can make it. And lastly, Gil and I and Pat are going to be going over to Adepticon, which is the last week of March. We fly over on Wednesday and we come back on Sunday night. So you'll be able to hear from us as we visit that convention and do fun stuff there. So with that all out of the way, what do we have in store this autumn, Gil?
Yes, for those who hasn't lived under MCP rock, they know there's a at WTC World Team Championship in October in Copenhagen. And we've had a vote. Norbert is also on the impromptu committee for the WTC, and we decided on what restrictions we are going to be running for WTC. So characters are going to be unique. So there's one of each character per team of 5 men.
Mm-hmm.
And the vote is in with 2 people haven't voted, one of them. 3 wanted all character cards to be restricted to 2 per team, and 7 saying no restrictions.
No, not character cards, tactics cards, you mean?
Tactics cards, yeah. So that means the result is going to be you're going to have, for each team of 5 men, you have only one of each character, but no restriction on tactics cards and no restrictions on crisis.
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
So it's going to be very much like playing normal MCP, except the characters are limited.
Yep.
And also, I'm in talk with AMG about them providing stuff. They've asked me what I want. I've sent them a long list of things I thought that could be cool for them to do.
Uh-huh.
Like maybe if they want to do. I used to do all the Armada and Imperial Assault and X-Wing, so I've gotten some ideas from there and asking them, how about you do like the medals, like you do there for like the top 3 teams, maybe some special swag for top 3 or top 8. I've given some ideas. I'm waiting for them to answer back.
Rules change decided by the winning team.
One of my suggestion was, because like for Imperial Assault and stuff, every year the winner of the Worlds would get to help design one of the new models coming out. So I suggest maybe they should have some input in like a superpower or an attack, or just have some input on some model coming out. And of course they have all these NDAs and stuff, and I don't know what the rules are, what they can say, but it was a suggestion on things they could do. Maybe them having some people coming over, even asking if they want to.
Amazing.
That would be cool. Yeah.
All right.
One last thing, Deep Cut. I'm also talking with Deep Cut Studios, because they're in Europe, about doing something with the mats, player mats. So maybe we'll do some player mats that would say MCP WTC 2000.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, cool. Hopefully you can get some people to donate cases. I've been bragging about my case on the show today, and that would be.
They're also in Europe, so I'll talk to them, and maybe we'll do something with the mats, that we have special mats and people can buy the mats after the tournament. So you can buy like a WTC 2023 map.
Yeah, cool. Be good to have some cool WTC cases too, if they embroider it somehow.
So that's it. Oh yeah, and then the very much interesting thing, I just need to talk to Sasha about the registration. We want to have the information about pre-registration up this week.
Nice.
Nice.
So we start pre-registration, and as we said, there's no limitation on how many teams everybody can bring. I have lots of space.
Nice one.
So pre-registration for War Machine and MCP starts sometime this week. And we are going to be using the WTC War Machine website for all the information. So as soon as we put the post out, we'll put a link up so people know, the ones who haven't played War Machine will know where to look for. And there'll be a website where there'll be a sign-up document, and there'll be different articles where you can just find information, quickly scroll down, fall under all in the info, so you can have it in text as you want.
Okay. And so you're not restricting the number of teams, but you still require teams to be made up of people of the same nationality or who live in the country that the rest of the team is from. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to go the rules. So if you're from Poland, you can bring a team of 5 people. But if you're not Polish, living in Poland, as your permanent address, then you would count as a Polish team player.
Right. Cool.
And then there's the mercenary rule. If you say one country says, "Oh, we want to put 2 teams, but we only have 9 guys," okay. Do you know somebody who wants to join you as a mercenary? You can bring a mercenary on.
Right. Cool. Right. So for everybody to know, this is in October 21st and 22nd is the weekend that you should put on your calendars. It will be happening at literally a Copenhagen airport hotel. So you fly into Copenhagen, you go through immigration, and you just walk across a little bridge, and then you're into the hotel. And the hotel is where you stay and where you eat, and also get to play all these wonderful games. So definitely worth your time. Start working with your country members now to start forming those teams, 5-person teams that everybody can be playing as many teams as they want. So thank you, Gil. And thank you again to everybody for watching tonight. And thank you, Huggy, for being on the show. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
See you guys.
See you.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.